Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the city of Inez in Martin County could be dissolved after the November election.
And officials in Harlan say while there is a wet, dry vote this November, it is possibly the quietest vote they have ever seen.
Plus, after nearly 40 years in office, Congressman Hal Rogers is recognized for his work battling the opioid crisis.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, it is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Well, thank you for tuning into Mountain News this morning. In Madison, it's another chilly start to the day, but it should be a pretty nice day overall.
I mean, it feels pretty good. It's not too chilly where you need a big jacket.
No, just a nice vest will do. And speaking of vests, Brandon's rocking one this morning. Brandon, you look good, bub.
Hey, I appreciate that. You know what I always say, and Will agrees with me, the best weather is vest weather. Let's get into the forecast this morning because it is frosty and chilly this morning. Let's take a look at the frost advisory, which was expanded recently last hour or so into the I-75 corridor and into the Lake Cumberland corridor there. So most of the region under that until 9 o'clock this morning. Temperatures on the airport sensors already in the 30s in a lot of locations. There's still some 40s hanging out there in parts of the area and 50 in Wise. But the out-the-door forecast is going to take us down even further by 7 o'clock to about 34 for much of the region there, especially in those valleys. Ridges always a little bit warmer, but 69 our daytime high today, so you can't beat that. I'll talk about that forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
New this morning, we are learning that a hospital in Mingo County, West Virginia has filed for bankruptcy protection.
Williamson Memorial Hospital made the Chapter 11 filing Monday in federal bankruptcy court.
The filing lists at least 50 creditors and totals the hospital's assets and liabilities, both at between $1 and $10 million.
For more information on this filing, you can visit our website over at WYMT.com.
And the city of Inez in Martin County could be dissolved after the November election. Officials say this comes after some believe they are not receiving anything for their tax dollars. However, Mayor Ed Daniels say those are in favor do not realize the work and money it takes to run a city.
That is all that we can afford right now with our revenue base.
Mayor Daniels say the city street team keeps up with a list of duties like snow removal, street lights, and garbage collection. The election is November 5th.
Officials in Harlan say while there is a wet, dry vote this November, it is the quietest vote they have seen. Harlan County Clerk Donna Hoskins says unlike the elections involving alcohol sales in past years, there is not much talk about the vote this year. She says she believes the two main reasons are the fact that Harlan is already moist and tourism.
Because the four-wheelers and all, when they come here, that's what they ask is where, to go purchase their alcoholic beverages.
The taxes from the sales would go to law enforcement in Harlan.
And Governor Bevin will go on a multi-city tour days before President Trump's arrival. On Friday, November 1st, he will have 4 stops in southern and eastern Kentucky. That includes Pulaski County, Corbin, London, and Hazard. Congressman Hal Rogers will join the governor for the first 3 stops. Governor Bevin's campaign says a special VIP guest will also be announced soon.
Well, after nearly 40 years in office, Congressman Hal Rogers is recognized for his work battling the opioid crisis. Mothers Against Prescription Drug Abuse gave their first humanitarian award to Rogers at a luncheon in Washington yesterday. The congressman helped launch the Congressional Caucus on Prescription Drug Abuse, bringing together lawmakers to secure funding and improve laws to tackle addiction issues. He also started the organization Operation Unite in his district to help Eastern Kentucky battle substance abuse. But what the congressman says he is most proud of is the annual Prescription Drug Abuse and Heroin Summit,
where we bring together some 4,000 or 5,000 people from across the country that are concerned with the problem that we're facing. That really works. And we're seeing new organizations spring up because of that. We're seeing a rededication to erasing the stigmatism that goes with drug use.
National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day is taking place this Saturday. To find a site near you to drop off your unused prescription drugs, head to takebackday.dea.gov.
And a new mural painted on a downtown Lexington building earlier this week has been modified after creating some controversy. The mural titled "The Devil is in the Details" is on the wall of the building on West Short Street. The piece originally had an expletive against President Trump in the painting, according to Prohibition, which commissioned the artwork. The owner of the building decided to have the artwork changed after being harassed.
Well, one dog is training to help first responders right here in Kentucky. This is JoJo. She is a 22-month-old and the newest addition to the Global Medical Response Team. The program began in Texas after a mass shooting. Officials say some forget about first responders when talking about PTSD. Bert Absher says JoJo will serve any agency anywhere.
Not just lifeguard or AMR. We'll service all of our first responders in East Kentucky or where they need us to go. When we deploy, it may not be to an AMR operation. It may be somewhere that they've experienced a tragic event.
Monday was her first day on the job. JoJo is therapy support dog number 23 across the nation and the first in Kentucky.
And Kentucky has earned a reputation as one of the states with the weakest animal protection laws. But a new ordinance in Metro Louisville is a step in the right direction. The city is launching an animal abuse registry that's similar to the sex offender registry. Anyone found guilty of animal cruelty in Jefferson County is now required to keep their name on the list for 2 years. Pet stores, shelters, and rescue groups are required to check the registry before someone is allowed to buy or adopt a pet. While not required, private individuals giving away animals are also strongly encouraged to use the registry before making any decisions.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News This Morning.
More news is on the way.
Coming up, we take a look at some puppies currently in prison to learn how to help others while already helping the people inside.
After a frosty start to the morning for most, things will warm quickly with sunshine by this afternoon. I'll tell you how high the mercury could go in about 3 minutes.